Hello, everybody. How are you going? It's me, Cactus Bill, but you can just call me Bill because I like it that way. One syllable names are the way that I roll. Hope you're all doing well. It's freezing. It's so freezing here today. It's actually still raining. Surprise, surprise. I actually heard on the news it's been the wettest in Perth, where I live, in 20 years. Like the wettest, whatever month it is. Is it July? Who knows? I don't know anymore. I can't even believe it's nearly August. And it's nearly October. Okay, we're getting too far ahead already. Yeah, so I've been sick all week, stayed home, binged on Netflix. Oh, it's so weird. I hate Netflix, but staying at my parents' place, I started watching Atypical. Oh my God, I love it. So good. So I binge watched. I'm finished now. I haven't really watched the last episode because that's my thing. I don't really ever watch the last episode of anything. I find it so hard. I hate endings. It took me 20 years to watch the last episode of Buffy. I know. It's very, oh, it's making me shake already. But yeah, so I didn't watch the last episode. I will probably watch it in 10 years and be great. But you should definitely watch it. I mean, for me to like a show on Netflix, it's very rare. Now I can't find anything. I'm thinking Ratchet, but I don't really like that Paulson lady. A few Paulson ladies. But yeah, I just love the whole, like how the whole family has to work together to make children with autism or autistic children. So sorry, I don't know how to refer to it, to everything. But yeah, my other favorite is Parenthood with Max, and he has Asperger's, and how the whole family has to operate for everything to work. I'm not even making sense already. So really, I should just say, if you want to support this channel in any way, I mean, yeah, you can. I should get a jumper. I should have put a jumper on. I'm a bit cold. I'm too cold. I've double crossed my legs. I'm also nervous. Oh, okay, gotta breathe. Should have put my heater up higher. Okay. The cacti contributors. That's the way that you can support this channel. They basically get members chat only, members only posts, I should say that. But little badges next to the name. And do you know what? I don't even get one. It's so unfair. I should write to YouTube and say, I want a cactus next to my name. I would rather have a cactus next to my name than be highlighted. And at least can I choose what color the highlight is? No, I don't want to be yellow or orange or, you know, I want pink and purple and fluoro green. Is this too much to ask YouTube? Maybe I should just go in at first and just say, can I have my own cactus badge? And I could change it for everyone. Has anyone else ever brought up that they're feeling ripped off, that they don't have the badge? I feel like I'm not part of my own cult. Which, I mean, yes, the cacti Kool-Aid is fantastic and it tastes so beautiful. Yeah, and then they get 10% off merch as well. And the merch store is Cactus Bill. What's my name? Yeah, cactusbill.store. Oh, I know, I'll regret that in a few years. Yeah, member shout outs as well. And tonight I really just need to give a shout out to one of my mods, TK. I'm calling you TK now. Yes, exactly. It's like unwritten law, my favorite. He was the bass player, wasn't he? TK. I hope my memory is serving me right. Who knows? But yeah, TK, thank you for always having my back and always like just being there. It's so good. Also, your cues from the side. I appreciate that. But yeah, just for always having my back and being awesome. My gosh, you know, that's the universe bringing cool people into your path. But let me just go over to the chat and say hi to everyone because I'm seeing some green. I'm seeing some green. Let me look at it. I want to look at it on YouTube. I just want to see some cactus next to your names because I'm jealous and wow, that's so bad. Isn't that annoying? Do you think that's something that I could write to Team YouTube on Twitter and ask them that? I mean, come on, that's some serious. Oh, Canada, Ginger Lee. Flying the ginger flag. Flying the Canadian flag. I actually had pancakes with authentic maple syrup this morning. It was so beautiful. Okay. Oh, and also I was going to say hi to the chat. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Christoph, good to see you. Ginger Lee. Are you a ginger? Because, I mean, that would make my mistake all perfect. 2 minutes to 11, which is usually our cut-off. Lauren Elizabeth, how are you going? Venda, you ready for the wag? I'm ready for the wag. The wag. Jill Ann, how you going? Angel Cake. And Chakotay, I love it. And I always want to say, am I saying it right? Beatrice, always want it, same thing with you, your name. Feel the love, how you going? Cactus high five. Oh, I think that's all of you. Welcome, guys. Okay, well, I couldn't decide what to do tonight. So I asked my community tab thing, but I didn't actually check that before I came on. I was looking at Twitter because Twitter found it really hard to decide. And I'm like, come on, guys, please help. But so the options on Twitter, they were different. I should have done it on both, I know, but I can't keep up with myself, really. And then I've got to start focusing. So get to the point. I know. The 3 options were like the streams that we could watch because I haven't watched any. I know. So I'm a bit nervous about what will come out of my mouth, but I'll try and we'll get there. The 3 streams were Teaspiracy with Steve, Kay with Little Miss Noble, Katie and Nat, or Uni with Katie. And I'm so glad no one chose that one because I went to have a look. Oh my God, who the increased Uni's volume or what the hell's going on over there? He just sounds even more annoying and I could not listen to him. Maybe we could watch it with captions on, but oh my God, no, it's torture. Thank God one of the mods on the subreddit actually posted the chat log of what went on with Katie when she entered Uni's chat and gave him all this stuff to share. So I can read that off Reddit if you guys want. I know my reading has got better. But what won on Twitter was Kay with Little Miss Noble, Katie and Nat. And so I've listened to a tiny bit of the Little Miss Noble. I already had words, but I didn't want to say them. Like I went to write. It was in my drafts on my Twitter because I just, when you're like, oh, just can't be bothered how much this is going to, how much I'm going to have to, how much people are going to, what is it I'm trying to say? I don't like, if you've noticed, you probably have, like I don't involve myself in all of the kerfuffle. Is it kerfuffle? That's not the right word, is it? All of the inter-community fighting. Not really fighting, it's really just reminds me a lot of the bad side of the hatters from the Teen Mum side of Twitter. There was always this bad side like the people that would go in and dox people and call people out and make up their own stories about certain people and then just continue that and not let the person that they're talking about get the real story out. They were just instantly bullied and like kicked out of the community. And I'm seeing so much of that and I hate it. And you know what? There's even people that are part of the hatters. Like, I mean, I've already said that I wasn't part of that bad side because they actually did dox me. So I've had run-ins with that side. And I see it so clearly in what's going on. You guys, it's like someone is making sure that your attention is soaked up in all this fucking bullshit that goes on in the community, bouncing around. Who's this and who's sticking up with this? Who's teaming you on? All this crap. Someone has caused that. So you guys are distracted from the big fucking picture. It's really ridiculous. I can't believe that you've basically mind-fucked your own selves. And now you just, everything is a conspiracy. Even when I was watching Kay, what I wanted to say but didn't post. There's so much you don't know about the people, like even trying to tie in Reagan with certain things. Like, come on, people are allowed to do things without a group working with them. You know, an individual is allowed to act on their own without some group, and not everyone is tied together. I'm not tied with anyone. Although I do miss the old community that we used to have before the lawsuit, before everyone sort of came in and took over and was like, not to say we don't welcome everyone new, but I just feel like there was a shift. There was a shift with new people that came in and said, this is how it is and don't you dare question it. Whereas I question everything. Most of my point of view is always different to the majority. And it's not that I'm scared of the backlash or anything, but I just can't be bothered wasting energy on stuff that it has nothing to do with the big scale of things going on. It reminds me of whenever the Royals throw out the racism card with Meghan. That is a distraction. That is a distraction bone that they throw out. They watch everyone fight over it. They know that it's going to cause a divide. And it's going to keep people talking about that rather than what's really going on. And that's what's going on here. So much distraction. But so I guess we'll go to that. Oh, gosh. Oh. Okay. Let me go to I missed my clicky. I'm just going to set it up, but you can still hear me. Where do I go? So I'm going to click there and I'm going to do that. Oops. Oh. Hang on. Because now there's music. Except, I don't know if I've got the right one. Hang on. Let me just have a look. Yeah. So what's going on? Oh my God, that is freaking me out. Eyes. How do we get past?
This entrepreneur brand logo was done by a top freelancer on Fiverr. Is simply wow.
People would attack him, and they would be the bad person.
Oh, hang on. So that's where I was. Oh, hang on.
Talked about.
Is this the right one? What is this one called? I can't see. I'm so confused. Hang on. I'm overwhelmed by what's going on. Okay. I think this is the one. And it was stopped where I stopped watching it. But does anyone have, I'll ask chat, does anyone have a timestamp? I should have prepared this. I should have prepared it earlier, but I don't know what's going on. Either do you, until we figured out what the topic was. And now I should go and have a look, see if anyone's got a timestamp. Okay. Let's just figure it out ourselves. Hang on. Wait 1 second. I'm going to try figure it out. If anyone in the chat knows, you should comment, and then the people listening will be like, thank God someone in the chat knows, because we could have been here for hours. And this is where we start to sing and we don't know what's coming out of our mouth, but we can imagine it's good because every song is good. And every song is good. It doesn't matter about the person singing it. If they're a bad singer, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go to 2 hours. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think this might be it. Because it's when the 3 of them pop up. That's how I'm thinking in my brain. You can think your own in your own brain. Okay. Let's see where we
Things
are.
I legally cannot say.
Oh, okay. No, we need to go back. Please take a moment to go to the toilet. We will be a minute. I should have done this earlier, but who has the time? Who really has the time? What's this? I can't even remember watching this. Well, or putting it on. I don't even know what day it is. You guys can't even see it.
Okay, I put the link in there.
I see it. Things I legally
It'll disappear.
That's so weird that you can't scroll once it's bigger. Unless it's hidden somewhere.
I want to say that is this the letter that Nat wrote Katie and was saying that she made a mistake and everything. Yeah, it's that, isn't it? It looks like that email. Why are we to believe? Because how are we even to believe whatever Katie puts in front of us and tells us this is this? Katie's not credible, like she's not honest. So why are we believing her? Oh my goodness, what the hell, Lauren Elizabeth? And it came up pink. Thank you so much. Showing you even more love and support because you deserve it, Bill. It's so great to hear your voice today. Hope you're on the mend. Thank you for such wonderful community you've built here and so many. Oh, you are so nice. Seriously, sending you good vibes, and I hope everything that you put out into the universe comes back to you because you're such a nice soul, Can't see, you've made me so I can't. Okay, I won't be able to talk for the next 1 minute. Just give me a minute to breathe. Yeah, and I breathe right into the microphone. That's how it's done. Thank you so much. Seriously, I don't even know if I deserve it. Okay, we've got to continue. What was I saying? I can't even think now. Oh, I clicked the wrong one as well. I didn't even give you your beautiful, colorful moment because it's a beautiful pink color. Yay. Thank you. Okay, we better carry on. I know how annoying I am when I'm trying to start timestamp this. I'm like, get to the point, bitch. Okay. Yeah, so I've always been a bit with whatever Katie shows in every fucking screenshot. Why am I to believe what you're telling me is the truth? I don't believe it. Because she's like, oh, this is like a fake Katie and all this. I'm like, well, why didn't they maybe they made up fakes of the whole community to pass off screenshots and fuck everything up. Maybe that's how it went down. Like, your version can't be the only version of it. And her version is often not quite true.
It's weird because I get no, that's not a scroll bar. That's so weird that I don't have a scroll bar. But I don't.
Is there like a full screen option?
When I do that, I think it'll disappear. Let me try it. See, that's full screen, but it's not any bigger, is it?
No. In Ehrenberger, yes. Let's all be respectful and mindfully and not send hate to any creators, etc.
No, we're not going to hate on anybody.
In Ehrenberger,
Thank you, Erin.
yes. Let's all be respectful and mindfully and not send hate to any creators, etc.
No, Little Miss Noble, you have to shut off YouTube if you have it on.
Really show everybody like, hey, there is more important things. So if you guys are getting hate, if you guys are getting harassed, because we do know that Dottie is also getting hate too.
Yeah.
We know, a lot of people are getting backlash. I want people to understand that your family, your friends, there's more important things than all this social media, what people are saying about you, what people are doing to you. I never thought for 1 second that, things would be used against me. If anyone knows me, I've been in the anti-KJ community for 2 years. And
And she has. I've actually spoken to her outside of all this stuff. Well, not outside, but like not anything to do with anything about this, just stuff to do with the community. It's so weird how everyone is trying to, no matter what Little Miss Noble says, it's like because there's a bit of doubt there, you kind of they twist it, and that's what makes me angry. This is what I mean, like that other side of the hatters. Like, I'm seeing this kind of stuff, not to blame anyone. I'm not talking bad or, anything about Kay or nothing. This is just like my opinion, how I'm seeing things, as it always is, not quite.
I've been in and out, but that's because I have real life issues. That's it.
Yeah.
So when I met Nat and all this all happened, my main concern was everyone's getting hacked. Everyone's getting threatened. And I myself was, threatened. I wasn't ever hacked, but I was threatened. And that's a scary thing. It's extremely, I don't know if Kay, you've been threatened either.
No.
But it's scary. And it was very scary when actually months ago, KJ knew my information. And that's the truth of it. She found out my full entire name.
Oh, I have no doubt of that.
Yeah. So, and she knows my address. She does.
Also, wasn't Katie the only one that knew certain information about Nat, or was that all made up as well? I'm not so confused. I have the gist of the situation, and it's like I don't even want to go further because I'm like, ugh, how exhausting. Oh, you can't with her voice. Oh, hi, Sue. Sue, what are you doing? You always go against your word. It's because you love me, right? Oh, hi, honey. How you going? Well, I know this is what's happening. I don't even know what's happening. I don't know why we're here. No. That's just my brain wanting to back out. Well, my opinion is with the whole Little Miss Noble, they've all, like, there's fake accounts out there of the screenshots. Most of the screenshots, in my opinion, this is what I feel, that they show of Katie and Nat talking. Like, it's made up. Someone is messing with Nat, in my opinion. She's easily manipulated. They know this. They've, you know, supposedly made a fake Katie account. What's to say they can't make a fake Katie, or the other Kate? Like, okay, so Katie, the Katie. Shit, my fucked up brain is not prepared for this extreme moment of two Katies. But so Little Miss Noble is called Katie as well. Let's just call her Little Miss Noble. Okay, so the screenshots that are showing though between Little Miss Noble, her name's Katie on those screenshots though. Fuck, I'm going down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like they faked a lot of people from the community. I feel like there's a lot of fake accounts to make up the screenshots that they can share for their evidence, which is never anything anyway, because if Katie, without a crystal ball, has to sit there and explain it, that's not evidence. If you need to fucking tell people what it is we're seeing, that's not evidence. That's hearsay. It's not hearsay. I don't even know, but it's you telling me what you want me to believe it is, and that the image is not showing that to me. So, oh, I'm just tsunami everywhere. Oh, I see it so differently. It's just so, one person is lying a lot, and it's the person that's fucking sharing so much. Never seen anyone share this much. And it's not even sharing crucial information. This is hard facts in your face. No, it's speculation, it's accusations, it's bringing all these people into it that aren't even involved. Now they're saying Dottie did this thing. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what other names do you have? Do you have a list? And you're like, now that we've tied her in, let's tie this other person in, and then boom, everyone will think they're working together. I mean, God, they're a cult, guys. I'm an expert on cults. I know them when I see them, I know it. I'm like, no, Katie, fuck. You've just got no Duggar content, so you're just trying to make everyone a cult because you're an expert on cults and you've created your own cult, but you can't fucking see it because I don't know why. Really, I don't know why. You'd think YouTube, you'd watch your videos back, you'd realize, why do I do that? Why am I constantly doing that? Maybe I should stop doing that. But no, just go on. What happened today doesn't exist tomorrow. How long have I been yabbering on for? Because, fuck. This stuff makes me angry. It brings out I don't know what it brings out in me. Okay, should we continue? Anyone got a timestamp? Anyone want to save me from... Oh, is it real? So it's really true that Todd Chrisley is going to sue her off topic? But seriously, it's really on topic, isn't it? Well, I just Googled it, and an article came up saying that Katie was trying to get Lindsay to sue Todd sue him for defamation because he told everyone that Lindsay was the one that outed him for whatever he did. You know, I've got the gist of it. I'm skimming the surface. But yeah, if it's real, you should tag me in where you found out. Not that am I interested? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, everyone should sue and line up at the door. Oh, sue? Sue will take your lawsuit at the door. Oh, Will's got the info. Yeah, Todd gave out his lawyer info in a podcast saying, KJ, have your lawyer contact my boy. Oh, can we just do a little dance? I'm going to do a little dance. Okay, I can't describe it, but it's like I'm pushing the wind down. What is that dance called? Cactus hands. Oh my God, that's so great. I'm glad that you brought that up, Sue. So my article was obviously not the correct information, Google. Thanks for that. Okay, let's press play because I need a drink.
But I was able to talk to my friend who's worked for the government for like 10 plus years and everything, because I don't know any of this stuff. Like, I've never gotten into any of this. I have been in, you know, a CPS case before, but as far as the FBI, like, I've never gone to the FBI until like recently.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal.
It's very weird. It's almost like being in a movie and you're just like, is this really happening? But
Susan wants to know, and if you can't answer, just say you can't answer. She wants to know if you're still friends with Nat.
I am. It's such a complicated situation because I was told by just recently, Nat sent me a message saying about this email that she sent to KJ and a few others, and I was like, what is this about? Like, what? I don't understand. So now I'm completely confused, just like everybody else.
Does anybody else feel like KJ is manipulating and playing with Nat's mind? She's very easy to manipulate. Very easy to, you know, oh, well, maybe your alters did this. I just feel like Katie's got to her somehow and turned it all around and interfered. Oh, hey, Atticus. How you going? Yes, it's good. Is it good evening here? Oh, gosh, yes. I didn't even know what day it is. Oops, I went to click on, oh, is that, no, that's not even the one. Sorry. Mental block says, don't worry, my paramedic friend is investigating. I don't think she said her friend was investigating. I think she just went to her friend to try and see would this be a situation that could take place? If something was happening on YouTube, could it end up, no, if something was happening, threats and stuff online, Twitter, could something be done by the FBI? Could they be involved? She didn't say her friend was investigating, or that came up in what I believe to be fake screenshots by someone wanting you to believe that Little Miss Noble has more to do with this than she does. She doesn't. She's just being a friend to Nat. Nat might have got confused, but I just feel someone's come in there and manipulated her mind. There's only one person. There's only one person that all this is done. Like Katie, she only started to say that she had been hacked and stuff like months after everyone else. Before that, she was laughing at everyone else getting hacked. People were saying, you've got to tell your audience to back off, or like, because the trolls was the hackers and that they were saying that they're doing this for Katie. And so people in her chats were like, you've got to tell them to stop. And she wouldn't for ages. And then she must have realized, oh my God, I've got to show people I've been hacked as well. well, hacked and threatened, and we've never seen them. I've never seen it. I've seen her share a document with certain threats on them with no actual, the way she crops stuff. I'm like, why would you crop out who it came from and all that information? Like, yeah, you can show us words for days on blank documents. It doesn't mean shit. All ties back to her. If you take Katie out of the solution, all of this shit goes with it too. Just my opinion. I can't find you to unclick. Oh, I think Uni and Cal, this is Will. I think Uni and KJ are running their own investigation because the feds won't let them in their case and the government takes time making a case. They need content and they don't care about consequences. Yeah, pretty much. But Uni's working for KJ. He has no brain of his own. He's unable to, or like Uni was brought into the situation because he was someone who broke down something else within the atheist community or something that Steve McRae was a part of. And so he was brought in to kind of, do a Sherelle thing as well, like try and break it down, who is right and who is wrong. But the one thing he was really brought in on was, when the screenshots came out, which I hate even bringing them up. I'm just going to say, and he was like, well, see if these are real or fake. That was another distraction piece because obviously it was real. I mean, seriously, everything that we know from then on, since that has happened, makes perfectly sense that Katie would say that, in my opinion. She's cold as fuck. If she can say that SL wasn't SA'd so bluntly and cold, cut her off, give her no doubt in my mind that didn't happen, then she can definitely say that about and that's all I'm saying. Sorry I brought it up, but I needed to. There's so much shit. I even like oh my God, the thought of going through the Steve stuff again. Because it feels like it was years ago, but so much happened in the second half of 2019. So much, all the Steve stuff, all the Leslie stuff, there was other stuff too. But in 6 months, so much happened. And it feels like it happened years ago. Well, it did, but it feels like it happened more than a few years ago. Oh, question, Lauren Elizabeth. Anyone know or understand why, if this is such a big case with the feds going on, why the fuck is KJ leaking everything? I feel like she would be more quiet. Yep, if it was so bad. Exactly. She's compromising any case that she would have by sharing what she's sharing and putting her spin on it, because it just goes down to the case has already been tried by public. All the evidence is out there. Well, recognise isn't just UK English, but that's how we write it too. So it's not just the UK that write like that. It's also Australians. And I think she did try to tie in a few Australians, didn't she? But you can also change words to make it seem like you're from another place. I can't trust anything that KJ brings to the table because it's covered in leaves.
And I want answers. Like, I feel hurt. I feel just like, I don't know. But I want to make one thing clear. Like, I've never done anything out of malicious, like, content. Never done it. I did not report KJ to CPS. That was Nat. She did that.
Yeah, she said she did it.
Yes.
So, I mean, she said that herself. So,
correct. Yes.
Oh, little Miss Noble, Faith Adams says you're being implicated as an accessory. Are you allowed to talk about this? Like, are you okay?
Am I being implicated as an accessory? I did speak with my friend, and basically what KJ is throwing out there is just allegations with no 100% solid proof.
Okay. We don't do good.
And don't you think that if she was involved, the FBI would have reached out to her and told her not to speak about this publicly? Same with Nat. Same with KJ. But everyone is talking about it publicly online. So it really makes you think. I know the FBI is involved on Saltsy's side. It's not working for KJ. I wonder if I can skip ahead a bit because she talks about, because when it's hard to differentiate between whether she was helping Nat lodge the complaint or just helping her with the technical difficulties that someone would have doing it online, which I feel is very different from writing the report. And from what Little Miss Noble understood, what Nat had, which she had heard and not seen, which was a video. I think they talk about it. We'll go to that bit.
Is like, was talking assaults, and now she's on KJ's side, and she's been a mole for KJ. And I'm just, like I said, I'm confused. Like,
help me do the CPS report. That is my fault for providing her with information that I genuinely thought was about you, but it was not. Her actions regarding the CPS report are my fault. I was not aware of your previous experience with her, though.
Of KJ's previous experience?
Experience with you. That's Nat talking.
Wow. I did not know that. The only thing I will say to that extent is, as we all know, Nat is autistic. So she did ask for my help for like the tech side of it, like going into the website, where like the drop down menu and things like that, like what she needs to press. Does that make sense? Like where she has to go to press things, what she has to type in, because she didn't understand. I hope I'm making sense. Like
I didn't really, but
yeah, I didn't do it. Like I didn't actually do the report.
How did you and Nat cross paths?
So she went on Twitter.
Yeah. So what do you guys in chat think? Is there a difference between being part of lodging the complaint? For me, being part of it, she would have helped her write it and add certain things. That's how I would see it. But helping technically, is that the word? Technically? No. Technologically? Oh, it's that time of night. My brain might not be able to work. But just helping her with the computer, with what to do over the phone. I feel, based on the information that Little Miss Noble had from hearing the video and the video of where she where she heard, oh no, where she saw the Paulsons, or maybe just Toad doing stuff to V. And yeah. I feel like they're two different things. And I don't know. I just feel like it's, if I was Little Miss Noble, I try to put myself in her shoes. I can see how this is just being twisted, because I've reached out to someone as well. Like, it's when you hear that someone has contemplated suicide. I mean, if you've ever been there, I should have blurted that word out. But if you've ever been there, you're going to reach out to people. I've reached out to so many strangers on Twitter that have like made a post and said, I don't have anyone and I'm going through shit and this is what I'm thinking of. And boom, I'll message them and you get close with them because you have been through stuff that they are talking to you about. And I feel like maybe that's what Little Miss Noble, that's how she was drawn into all this. No one ever goes into a conversation thinking the person on the other end is not a real person. I believe Nat is a real person, but I feel like someone else has messed with their mind to get their narrative. God, can we just like make a world where these words don't exist? I'd love to live in that world. We should make a movie. Or if there's a documentary made on this, those words, you can't say them in it. It's part of the contract. Oh, hang on. Let me just go to chat. Oh, there's been a lot of chatting. Look at you guys wagging away with your chins, having a good old chin wag. Oh, yeah. Beatrice says, I don't trust Nat. She's much capable than she wants others to believe. I do believe that as well, her voice. Her voice. I was shocked to hear her voice. I think I did hear it before, but you know me, I don't have a great memory on stuff that I don't really care about. But oh, Beatrice says, sorry, am I at the top? I'm so... Little Miss Noble is gullible and refused to listen to reason and went off pure emotion. I would too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you guys have all witnessed me getting manipulated by Katie Joy. I even said her name like that. How she got me with the emotional shit. But thank God we're past that. I've cut that heartstring off. But like I just said, of course she was emotionally invested. I don't think how Nat is being portrayed currently, presently, is not... Someone is fucking with the situation, man. I believe Nat, the first stuff that came out, there's not only is Chloe one of Nat's alters, but Chloe was also Katie's old cat who passed away. There's links to the names in Katie's life, just as there are links to it to Nat. It pisses me off. People have just gone down one path and gone, this is it. But there's so many other possibilities. You've got to look at that. Okay.
and I'm trying to think back, but it's been since January. This was before her declaration came out, and we just like, she popped up, and I'll always be friendly with somebody.
Right.
When they're new to the community, we don't know if KJ has manipulated them. We don't know if, it's so hard to tell anymore.
Right.
But it used to be, I would just always say, hi, how are you? Introduce myself. And that's kind of how it started. And then when her declaration came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then it just became a thing where we became such close friends. We found out we had common interests together, just like any other normal friendship. So when all this was going on, I didn't know things, about KJ, about the case. We never did talk about that. Like, I know a lot of people are like, so she told you a lot about the case. No, she was not allowed to. And I was never going to ask her about that, as that was, an ongoing investigation. So what we talked about was just normal stuff. I was really interested.
Sorry, I hovered over the pause then because I didn't know whether, oh my God, don't go blank now. Don't go blank now. Whether, so Nat couldn't talk then because obviously the lawsuit was still going, but now that's finished, that she can talk, but the FBI are involved and it's an open investigation, but now they're allowed to talk. I'm confused. Am I allowed to be a little bit confused? I also am something else, but you can probably tell because we'll probably break into songs soon. I need a piano. Oh, the chat. Look at you guys. KJ got me for a while. Oh, this is Beatrice. KJ got me for a while. I had to step back to see the muck. Yes. It always just reminds me of that Marilyn Manson, like the Beautiful People lyric. What is it? Like, you can't see the forest from the trees and you can't smell your own, you can't smell your own shit on your knees. I don't know, but so much for being on YouTube and talking great words. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to chat, but I still can't use this mic. Will says someone in general is screwing with the whole city. Yes, Gargamel. It's like we are all Smurfs, and whoever's fucking with it, it's just taken. Oh, yeah. And then Will says, like, come on, believing a person's altar is part unicorn. But have you seen United States of Tara? I know in America, I think you say Tara because I watch Buffy. It's Tara. But yeah, that is so insightful. That's the only thing that my brain goes to, because the main character, Tara, has multiple personalities. But yeah, a few of them are child. I think one of them is even half demon or something. So they can take different forms. A lot of people don't believe that, humans, I mean, just the physical world, like what our eyes are capable of seeing is not what really roams around us. I'm not good at explaining stuff. So you got to take what I say and then put it into your mind and say, how do I make that make sense? Oh, Sue, are you yelling at me? What are you even doing here? I can't believe you would even risk a live with no timestamps. Sue says, Bill, stop ruining my attempts at sleep. I need to have a chat to you one day. Oh, yes, a chin. Two chins come together. Yes, we need to chat. I hate that your name has even come. When I see this stuff, when I see Sue pop up, I'm like, what? But something you popped up in and there was no space between the Sue and the M, and it was like Soom. And I was like, they are just, you know, assuming that spelt like Soom. Oh, I made it make sense in my head. And then when I said it vocally, like orally, it didn't make sense. And I've just got to keep going because that's how I fucking figured out what to do on here. Just deny it. Move on. Thanks, parents. Boomers. Let's not go there. 1 second. Sorry, I'm just looking at chat. There's a lot of words being said, so I'm just going to bring up a few things. Oh, hang on. Oh, what? Microwaving hot dogs by age 3? Your brother? So I've always had to put my microwave up high. I've never been able to put it down low because there's just no space. Microwaving hot dogs. God, I feel like a hot dog. Why did I read that? Because obviously hot dogs are God's food. Yes, KJ Circus. But I wouldn't pay. I don't know if I'd pay at the door. I'd probably like just skip under the fence at the back and sit under the seats where everyone drops their crap. But you're always going to find an iPhone. Yeah, but what did they go through what, like, is it human top, unicorn bottom? You wouldn't. If you were going unicorn, you'd have to have unicorn on the top, wouldn't you, with human legs? Yeah, because yeah, I've already decided if I was one of those half horse, half human things from Harry Potter, I'd be like a black horse with like a human top and horse bottom. I know it took me forever to decide on that, but that's where I've decided. Whoever goes for the horse head, like, you won't be able to talk. I've thought way too much about this. Okay, I'm going to head back. Should I head back and just press play? Is everybody good and no one has a timestamp yet? I mean, God, I came to this stream unprepared. I was expecting a little bit more from my Cactus crew. But that's okay, guys. Everyone drops the ball at some point. You guys know, don't take me ever seriously. But seriously, no one has a timestamp. Just jump over to someone else's like stream or whatever and just, did they have anything there that we can steal? Okay, I'm just going to press play. Oh, a unicorn with just pink hair. Oh, I didn't think about the hair color, but you could have it in the bottom as well, you know. You'd be a My Little Pony. You know, okay, we are ending here.
And like what was all going around and with COVID in the UK. So that was mainly what we talked about because she wasn't familiar with the USA. So
Yeah.
So you did help her file the CPS against Katie, though, right?
I helped her with words. I helped her with, like, I didn't actually, like, I didn't help her make the report, if that makes sense. I helped her with words. I helped her with, like, figuring out what drop-down menu to press. Because if you've ever filed a CPS report, it's lengthy. There's a
I've
lot
done
that goes
CPS
into-
report, but I did it over the phone. I didn't type anything. It was the
Oh,
phone.
okay. See,
Well,
she
probably
did-
because Nat's in the UK.
Yes. Do you want to go to the one where KJ comes in? Because I haven't listened to that one yet. Yeah, should we go there? Thanks, Atticus, for bringing up that. I totally forgot about the other one. Yes, let's go there. We've given this one enough time. And I think I might have talked enough. So let's go to that. Thank you for having a brain in the right moment. Oh, I Love Lucy is like my favorite show ever, like Lucille Ball, but I don't like the colored ones, only the black and white. Used to be on every day, mate. Growing up, used to be on at 5:30. And yeah, and she's my favorite comedian, along with John Belushi. Both are dead. I know it's hard to find living ones that I like that I can just say one and one, but that's like my two thigh tattoos. When I said when I got on stage for the first time and did stand up, I had this picture of Lucille Ball, and it's from I Love Lucy, and it's black and white, and she's got like her hands up and her mouth's like wide open, and I wanted that tattooed on my thigh, and so it's only half sort of done. It's done enough that you can see what it is, but I've got to go back when I can afford it. And then the other side is a start of John Belushi, because I love him. He died the year I was born. I feel like maybe a little bit of his spirit came into me, but that's just me dreaming. It's such a good show, and it's on Prime Video, Amazon Prime, the streaming. So yeah, I love having it on in the background. Oh, what's this one? Oops. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm missing things. It's you guys. Stop chatting for a minute so I can like click on the right one. Beatrice says, Bill, beware, she is vulgar. Oh, more vulgar than me. Oh, I don't even have a warning. I should say a warning. By now, people would just know that I swear. Hopefully. I should have a warning. Damn it. Okay, that's beside the point. There's a warning that coming up, Katie is vulgar. So let me go to that one. How do I go? Let's pretend we know what we're doing. Sometimes we know what we're doing. How do I? This one. Oops. Oh, what was that? That's scary. Where is it? Is it there? Okay. Don't scare me like this. Where is it? It was here before. Ah. Do you know YouTube? You should know who I am. I'm even on my account. You're letting the... What? That's... Wow. That better be the only time I click that. You're dropping the... Oh, I really need to bring up the cactus thing now. Oh, hang on. Doesn't she... Is this one? I thought she came in about... Oh my God, she must be stoned because she's got the hat that she wears when she's baked. Don't look at me because my eyes are glazy and there's no pictures and stuff. Where are we? 4 minutes. Is she in the house? Let me go back to chat. Oh, who was the person that knew what was going on? Atticus. Oh, she doesn't come into the last 2 hours. She's always late to the party that no one invited her to. Or was she invited? She had to come in and control what Nat was saying. Oh, here we go. Oh, because Katie's face needs to be seen. Why wouldn't you just choose? Like, if you're just having a hat moment and you're worried about what your eyes are going to look like, so that's why you create your own shadow, and you're sitting in your drinking chair. Katie, I need to tell you, I don't know if you watch if you watch this or you listen, but you need to get rid of your drinking chair. It's one of the reasons your neck is so fucked up. It pushes your neck forward. Just adding that to the list. Oh my God.
People are so hateful for no reason, girl. I have dogs, and that's ridiculous. They're just crazy sometimes.
You unblock me on Twitter because I actually find your.
I don't know.
Nothing
They
against
talk about who I blocked and stuff. I don't know.
I just don't. I'm Bennett and I ain't in it. I'm the kind that, like, if when somebody starts drama, I'm like, oh, gotta go, bye.
Yeah, I don't want anybody. That's what I'm saying. I don't want, just because Katie's coming on the mic, I don't want everybody going nuts or.
Yeah.
I'm so non-confrontational. I hate bad energy. I hate conflicting stuff. I just, but I don't feel like that would be with Katie, but she's only negative energy. She doesn't have any balance. She has nothing good that she ever brings to anything. Should we breathe a bit? Okay, I'm going to press play. Are we ready? Oh, yeah, and pickles. Oh, but I do still have... See, I watched a little bit. I commented as well.
Yeah.
Y'all need to be respectful, be nice.
Yeah. Nat, just stay really calm. If you need clarification and you're comfortable with me, ask me, and don't look at that chat. Okay, you just concentrate on speaking to us.
Okay.
Okay.
I put the link in there, guys. Katie's got it, or she should have it.
I saw it.
I'm sorry, but I just realized Nat's in there, isn't she, already? This is very... something that you would do with, like, someone, a trained mediator. Is it Look, I can't think. Mediator. This is someone who, like, Nat feels abused, like, was an abuser. I feel like this is, I don't know, I feel creeped out already. I just don't think it's a good situation.
Some people are mad at me, so it's not you, Nat. Some people are upset with me. And I'm a big girl. I can take it. They can.
I really hate
Just stay calm, Nat. You got this. You'll be all right.
Well, I thought here she is.
Oh,
There's Miss Katie.
hi guys. Sorry, I was.
Hey, Katie, it's Pickle.
Hi, Pickle. What's up?
How are you? Frida looks so cute today.
Oh, thanks. I clipped her nails because people.
I will say that people are so hateful for no reason, girl. I have dogs, and that's ridiculous. They're just crazy sometimes.
You unblock me on Twitter because I actually find your Twitter funny.
All right, well, be nice to me, and we'll make an agreement to be peaceful and loving.
I'm not cruel. I'm not really cruel to people, but Karma was annoying me today.
I love you for that. I'm just gonna say that. I said it on my Twitter.
I was like, this girl has been stalking me for like legitimately so cruel for like over a year. And now she's like underneath my tweets, like kissing my ass.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
I just,
So weird.
it's like, why are you pretending like we're best friends? I don't know who you are, except for that you are a hateful troll that was 2 weeks ago riding the Katie hate train, and now you want some clout and you want to be on the right side of the story.
Sorry to interrupt the getting up and sitting down and rearranging of the bedpan, but I want to say I got up and walked away for a minute. When I came back, who's she talking about? I just need someone to tell me the name, and then we can continue. Someone in chat. Who is she talking about? Little Miss Noble or Nat? I will just wait for a minute, and then we can continue on the track that is to hell. Come on, people in the chat, I'm relying on you. Who's going to come through with it? Shelley has, and I didn't know whether it said not or Nat, but I'm going with Nat. Okay, so she's talking about Nat. I'm trusting you. I don't want to come back and you say no. Okay, continuing.
I don't have Katie blocked on Twitter. I've never had Katie blocked on Twitter.
Yeah, I actually interact with Kay on Twitter.
I don't know why people think I ever had you blocked.
I've never had you blocked.
That's why I thought we just never interacted, but we never blocked each other.
No, I
Why are we on the move? What happened? Did she spill something? Did she drop her keys? She looked like something was flying around. Is it summer? Did she leave the door open? Are there flies inside? She's gotten up now. She's heading towards the front door, is it? Or one of the rooms where she usually puts the dogs in. I'm concerned. I'm wondering what's going to happen. The fucking peak of her hat is too big. It's so fucking long. Is it extra long? I think it is. You should wear kids' hats with that size head.
I find you to be quite nice.
Oh, thank you. I try to be fair to everybody.
Yeah, no, I don't hate everyone. Like, I'm not a hateful person.
I don't hate anyone. I'm not a hateful person. As she's going through the shadows, as she's walking up the stairs without making a sound, is anyone else freaking out? And what did I just smoke? Oh, this is terrifying. You told me she was going to be vulgar, but like, seriously, you should have told me that I might get a bit scared. Where was that warning? Okay, we're going back in. It's so nightmare.
And people are allowed to criticize me, you guys. I don't care about that. But what these people are doing is ridiculous.
So
So
Nat
Katie-
was,
Oh,
Nat was
sorry.
saying that she.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my like stand,
Oh, okay.
and I'm like walking all over the house.
I was like, she went black.
I know.
Dark.
I'm trying to find my stand and like, you know, to clip your phone onto, but I can't find it. Okay, my son might have been playing with it. He turns it into like a.
So what time of night is it? Sorry, I've got so many questions. What time of night is it? So is it night and her son's asleep? Because their walls are thin. She's walking around yabbering so loud. Like, couldn't she pause it, run upstairs, then maybe go back on the live? Why did she have to take us, you know, why'd she have to continue and walk around, go in and out each room? Isn't her son trying to sleep? He's really the one that no one thinks about.
Battle thing.
So when Nat came on, she said she went ahead and handed all the rest of the information over to you today.
She gave me a little bit of stuff, and I will say that we do have all of her messages. So she gave everything to Salts. Like everything, every message, all of her social medias, all the DMs were downloaded. They have everything.
Yep.
So she's not lying about that.
See, people feel like she's still lying and making stuff up, and
No, I think that Natalie she irritates me because of what she's done to me, and she annoys me because she and just makes things worse constantly. She can't stay out of things.
Where the fuck is that mirror, Katie? That's you. You make everything worse. You overshare. You can't keep your fucking shit out of other people's business. What the hell?
But in fairness, she has turned everything over and other people are not being forthcoming. So sometimes when people are willing to hand things over, you take it and it helps you fill in some blanks.
I'm sorry, guys. You know I have COVID, so I'm trying to suppress that cough.
Not trying to be like rude to her. She's just done a lot of shit to me, filing a bogus thing in the lawsuit, and
it's a lot.
I thought that was all true though. Like,
stop.
I get where you're from.
No, just stop. I don't want to hear it.
I really hope someone steps in and says, no, Katie, you are a guest on this live and you will have respect for Nat, who's also a guest on this live. I hope no one just... This is quite threatening. This would be threatening for Nat to be a part of, in my opinion.
Okay, let's just maintain. I know, Katie, trust me, I understand that, like, at this point, you're just done.
Yeah.
Because I would be done. But I want to really, like, make sure. I know it sucks from your point of view. It's not fair, but I want to make sure that Nat doesn't feel like she's attacked. And I know that you want the truth to come out. So I just want to take it that way.
I don't want to hear her interjecting maybe she thought it was true. Regardless, it was still a false declaration. And
Wait, I'm so sorry that I'm annoying, but where do you guys think the phone stand is? I've got my little thing. I'm pretty sure that it's probably in her bed. Did she go into her bedroom? It's probably in her bed. I don't think we went there. We went everywhere else, didn't we? I'm so dizzy. Can she sit down?
that doesn't matter to me. I understand she has been manipulated by people, and I've seen firsthand through my own communication with her that she is easily manipulated just in how she gives things willingly to people,
Well, I want to say one thing that Nat made very clear, which I think was important.
Yeah.
That she said that, it was not you that initially started a relationship. So you have no guilt there whatsoever. You didn't start this.
I never knew her. I've never known her.
Yeah, and that's what I told people when I asked you, where did Nat come from? But Nat says she can't remember. And I find that kind of suspect, but if she doesn't want to answer, she's not going to answer.
Well, they had a plot. They probably didn't tell you about that.
I didn't know that I was allowed to. I didn't think that was my place. That's your place. You're the victim in this. I'm nothing. So it's not my place to talk for you. I respect you in that. I get that you hate me, but I respect you enough to not say a word when I'm told not to.
So do you want to name who she named, Katie?
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So I saw the screenshot of the actual account she spoke to. It was the real account of the person. She had them blocked, and it was Steve McRae.
There you go.
It was not a fake screenshot. It was his real account. We verified it was his real account. She was lied to by them when they found out that he was threatening her. It's my belief that they got nervous that she would say something, and they made her think she wasn't talking to him, but it was really his account.
That's what I was afraid of. Seeing people.
But the screenshots, that's what I'm saying. There's someone that's gone and taken, that has faked certain profiles of Saltsy, EDB, multiple different people from the community to take these screenshots to try and fucking make everyone believe a certain, you know, the fucking golden word. Starts with an N. Wheel of Fortune every time. Katie. I can't swallow anything that she wants me to believe because it's not giving, because I'm not up her ass. I don't know. Have you, is the screenshots something that she shared in the last 24 hours on Twitter? Because I've been ignoring it. But it's so funny. Like, Steve, it's just a completely different issue where Katie was wrong, in my opinion, anyway. She's such one of those. She makes fake claims that people do stuff that they don't do when she's called out on certain stuff. She has a track record of this. It's a cycle. It goes on and on and on. She's trying so hard. I can't with this fucking hat, man. And which dog is it? Sweetie. I think it's Sweetie. Yeah, the one from the puppy mills. Gets anxious, has panic attacks and stuff whenever anyone wears a hat or a hoodie. So, yay.
People told me I was nuts. So it's allegedly Steve.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I mean, I've known this the whole time. And I think, like, people don't realize, like, it's hard because a lot of people have opinions about me, and a lot of people have really vile opinions about me because of what he's done and the lies that he has spewed about me. And
I'll tell you right now, my opinion is not based on anything Steve says about you. My opinion is based on what I have seen with my own eyes, Katie, and heard with my own ears. I know. I, as an individual, can think for myself. I know. Isn't that crazy? When you don't need a group of people to convince you to think a certain way. I know. It really does exist. So, yeah. What the fuck? As usual, what the
and this cult of women he's preyed on. I feel really bad for the women that he's done this to, in a way, because a lot of them are just, they're in a vulnerable place in their lives. Some of them have, like, they're struggling in something.
Hey, Pickle, you can mute your mic when you have to cough, Lovey.
Oh, that's common sense. I'm not sure if I'm capable of such a thing.
A lot of the people just assume that, like, it's just a lot of the women that got involved, they were fed lies and they hated me because of something else. Like, I blocked them, or I you know, whatever. A lot of it's I blocked them or I, you know.
FYI, Katie, no one fucking cares if you block us. I mean, it's fucking expected. No one cares if you block us. The thing is, at least when you block us, we know that you actually saw what we wrote and that it hit a certain spot. You know, that spot where you react first. Got to block that person. Can't let them say that about me. How dare they? How dare they question my narrative? What I say is right, and I got to control everyone, and anyone that doesn't think like I want everyone else to think, got to block them. And then there's all these people speaking out on the other side of the block wall, you know? That's what you've created. Fuck. All because you can't, I don't know, take accountability, admit when you're wrong, be a grown-up, deal with your own shit instead of making it everyone else's fault. You pretty much are the centerpiece. I mean, you've been used for so long. Swanson used you, Katie, and you had no fucking idea. You just were like, oh, I'm getting all the golden ticket. You know, I'm dishing out all this information. People think I've got a great source. No one else is saying this. Yeah, that's how dumb you are.
Didn't like their rude comment and I snapped back or something, you know. And
I want to ask Nat a question just really quick. And I think, Katie, this will be an important question for you to hear the answer to as well.
okay.
Nat, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So a
You might-
couple weeks ago,
Turn my camera
Yeah.
off. Then I don't like phone up. Okay.
a couple weeks ago, not getting into the details of what happened between Katie and Preacher Boy, because that's moot. We don't care about that stuff right now.
Okay.
But I know that there was an email sent to Preacher Boy that was supposedly from you. Can you confirm that that was not from you?
What email?
The email that was sent to Preacher Boy from an account presenting themselves as you.
I sent one to Katie. Katie, sorry. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, she emailed
I
him.
don't know.
Okay, so we are confirming that.
That's not what she said. Should we go back? That's not what she said. She said, what email? Right? And then she was about to say, no, I emailed Katie. Didn't she say that? And then Katie jumped in and said, yeah, she emailed him. No. Should we go back?
From you. Can you confirm that that was not from you?
What email?
The email that was sent to Preacher Boy from an account presenting themselves as you.
I sent one to Katie. Katie, sorry. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, she emailed
I
him.
don't know.
Okay, so we are confirming that she did send that email.
Yeah, she did. I don't know if it was an email or a DM. I think it was an Instagram.
No, I didn't send an email.
Yeah, I think it was
I sent Instagram messages. You've got all of them. I
Yeah.
gave them to you.
it was an
Oh,
Okay.
I gave them to Salts.
Yeah, I just wanted there to be clarity with that
Mhm.
so that we
I-
all knew what the truth of that situation was. Nobody can accuse Katie of lying anymore about it because the truth has come out.
I didn't send him an email. The only
You
email
sent him
I
a DM
I
Yes,
sent
on
to him-
Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay.
there were DMs on Instagram. He sent me one first, and we had a conversation.
Okay.
I've got the messages. Obviously, Salts has got them.
Okay,
So I
perfect. Yeah,
imagine
we don't
Katie's
need
got
to
them.
know. We don't need to hear them or anything like that.
So Nat's given all this information to Salts. Why did she have to give this information to Katie? Katie demanded it, and obviously she gave it, but whoa. That's nuts. Why? Why, Kate? Oof. With that much information, what will Katie do?
I think we've all kind of seen them. I just wanted clarity on that.
Iris said, if that's proven to be true, then Steve, I think she's referring to, violated the court order agreement that you had. Can you ask Katie that?
I can't speak to specifics about any of that, to be honest. And at this point, we're exploring all legal options. I can't disclose a lot because I don't want to lay out my cards.
Jesus, you fucking laid out your cards and everything else. Why wouldn't you do it with Steve? Maybe it's because you got no fucking proof, like everything else, really. And this is something that you can't bullshit about because it's real. She's a piece of work. She was so eager to come in and like point the finger at Steve, but no, I can't talk about him, you know, because I'm exploring all my legal avenues. Fucking shit.
You know?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes that nobody knows about. So it's hard. I see a lot of chatter online and I can't say a lot of, like, you see me talking about stuff and I'm really frustrated and irritated that people keep saying that I'm unhinged because I'm tweeting. Twitter is like the worst platform because honestly, you only have 240 characters and I have a lot.
You have a lot to say and you have a lot of people that don't give a flying fuck. No one cares. The amount, I think you did 135 tweets on Sunday night. On a Sunday night. Someone worked that out to be, I think it was something 20 tweets an hour or something ridiculous. That's not it. That's not it. But 135 tweets. What the fuck is so important that you need to do it on a weekend? It's not even part of your work. When are you going to have a personal account where you do all your spilling of your shit, and then you keep your business one with just business stuff? Even with your 2 accounts now, you're double posting. Breaking rules every day.
To say, and there's a lot of people that are doing stuff. And so I think it's really disingenuous after so much abuse that I've been put through with having police reports, fraud reports, CPS at my house. My husband reported to unemployment fraud, me tax fraud, having the police here 4 times, 4 CPS reports, continued threats daily for anyone to call me unhinged. I'm feeling like I can finally use my voice and share what I know, and somehow that makes me unhinged. And I just think that's just an ugly narrative.
Well, that's a common thing to do to women.
Yeah.
Right? It is. And I've watched people do it to Iris once. And I said, all they want is to be heard. And if you feel like you're not being heard, then you're going to repeat it over and over.
Well, and it's not even that. It's just people don't know how much I know. Like,
I feel like I need to say something, but oh my gosh, like if every time, why does she have to repeat every time that the list of things that she's gone through? Do you think we are not hearing you? We get it, but you're not making any progress. You're just continually pointing your fingers and accusing people. And That's what you're sharing on Twitter, and you're oversharing it. Who cares when it's just you going after people and lumping everyone together? Is your mind that small that you think everyone is in a big group against you? No one can think for themselves? Fuck. Get out, Katie. Get out into the world. Go breathe some air. Take a few weeks off. You've lost your fucking marbles. You're paranoid. You're just so consumed with this that it's fucked up your own mind. Dare I say rational thinking, which I don't even know if that happens in your brain, but we are trying to make sense. And I don't know why hysteria keeps coming to my mind, when back in the day, when women weren't getting satisfied because their husbands were too busy, and hysteria. I only know this because I watched that movie. Well, I do know it from, I don't know, I learned it somewhere at uni or something, but the movie, The Invention of the Vibrator. Has anyone watched that? It's a really good movie. It's a funny movie. But yeah, and the solution was basically that's all they needed was a good release. I'm not saying anything there. I'm just relaying that fact to everyone. You should watch that movie.
Because I don't talk about it. Like, I have purposely been very clear about not talking about certain people because this person has been so awful to me for 2+ years, making my life hell, that I don't want to talk about that person.
Yeah.
And can I just say, like, my interaction with him was bad. Like, I told Katie today that I'm kind of worried for her, and I'm worried for her safety. And I reported it straight away. Like, police here already know. They knew in February.
Yeah, but I think that's a good part about speaking out, though, because people like that are smart enough to know once people have spoken out, should something happen,
Like,
sometimes speaking out makes you safer.
What he's done is he's created an echo chamber of people that believe lies about me that aren't true.
I'm sitting here, eyes wide open, because we will address that bit, what she just said, in a minute. But what I want to say is, who's to know that, the Steve account was obviously fake. He's not a mean person. He's a little bit annoying, but he didn't stalk Katie or harass her for 2.5 years. She was spreading lies about him. She was saying, accusing him of disability fraud or something, like not disclosing his income from YouTube and double dipping or something. Everything was made up, but she, broadcast this to everyone. She also did other stuff, like even the whole SH against Steve. I think we've gone through this, it was just basically sorry, I'm just looking at chat. Oh my God. Why did you put that thought? Why did I read this? I'm putting it up on the board for everyone now to be tortured by this. Chakotay says, I've never felt more sorry for an object than a fake being used or being owned by KJ. Oh, I took it to the used part. No. Can't get it. How do I get it off the screen? How do I get it off the screen? Let's just click on this one. How long have you been on? Been on what? Been on where? What are you talking about? Totally clueless. Nothing. Okay, moving on. Shelley. Yes. Hysteria. Oh, I'm adding that to my list. I wonder if it's hard to find. It's really good. I remember the Kirsten Dunst might be in it. No, is it Kirsten Dunst? Someone's in it that makes it worthwhile. You know those kind of movies like, I don't know if this is good. And then you're like, oh, this is why it's good. Oh, Beatrice. Oh, is that the one I'm meant to go on? I often thought histrionic. Wasn't sure. Oh, hang on. Is it a syndrome? Is it part of, I don't know. God, but the amount of things that people used to end up in mental hospitals for is so concerning. That's why season 2 of American Horror Story is like my favorite season, because so much of it rings true to actual, well, yeah, history. Oh, hang on. What, is Hugh Jackman in it? Hang on. Is Hugh Jackman in it? Oh, there must be someone better. He kind of annoys me. I don't know why. He's in some, no. He's in another movie. Okay, we're going to move on. Yes, it does. Well, yeah, I think that's why it's hard to diagnose, because it does like bipolar. Is that what we're talking about? Is that what BPD is? It can look like so many other disorders. Yeah. Okay. I'm a bit disappointed that I'm not seeing any visuals to look at, but I gotta really have my listening ears on. I feel sorry for Nat. I feel like Nat's in the corner, just sitting down on a little stool, like, like head kind of over, like when Avril Lavigne used to do all those interviews with her hair down, like in the first few years. That's where I feel like Nat is.
And he's basically convinced people I'm a narcissistic, like, danger to society. He's literally like the one person that pushed that my son was abused, that he wasn't sick, that I had Munchausen's by proxy. He's the one in his little group, like.
If you ever want to see how little Steve's group is, like, you should go check out the numbers of his own subreddit on Katie. And that's not a diss against Steve. I'm just saying she thinks there's this huge group of people that Steve is, oh, come on, man.
Cultivated that lie. They also cultivated the lie that I neglected my son because I have a job. They cultivated the lie that I lied about things that he said to me, that I took out a false TRO, that I stole his channel. Like, I didn't do any of those things. And then all of these other things where he's literally called me like a malignant narcissist.
Katie, you backed the person who stole his channel. You backed Kyle. You 100% believed whatever Kyle told you. Pretty much like Swanson. You are a dummy. You're gullible as hell. So don't lie about it, because there's proof, actually. We can go back to the non sequitur show videos and we can see how you started that news show with Kyle, the smoking nun. Yay. That was great, wasn't it? Did you ever wear a habit? I would have liked to have seen that. No? Oh, and that's when you used to film it in the basement because you couldn't next door to your son. Okay.
Like, he's one of the most narcissistic humans I've ever met in my entire life.
See, that's what I said on my, I've said this quite a few times in the last couple of weeks. I kept saying, who has the biggest axe to grind with Katie? Who? And, you know, what's the first name that comes to mind?
Well, there are going to be, like, I watch really boring stuff on YouTube, right? Like history stuff. People who should have, like, no drama or conflict. And there are people I see all the time in their comments that are just hateful for no reason.
Yeah.
There's always going to be haters. And when you cover controversial stuff, because, you know, the Duggar cult, the people who love Duggars, they love the Duggars.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like, I'm so used to having, like, that kind of stuff, but this is not connected to that.
This is totally different.
Sorry, is Pickle having to pull of the leg? You know, should I be in on it, or is she just playing the field even? I'm confused. I'm just
see that.
You know, like, I'm not afraid. We call them the Duggar huggers. And
Jeremiah Duggar ain't bad looking. I'm just gonna say it. I'm a married woman, but
he's probably one of the better looking of the boys. The girls are
he
beautiful.
probably acts like a total idiot, but I don't have to marry him. I can just enjoy the way he looks.
There's this huge misconception that people think that, like, I just hate on the Duggars, and I don't. Like, if you actually watch my content, we really like a lot of the girls, and we are constantly cheering on Jill. Amy Duggar King is one of my friends, so we don't hate the Duggars.
Well, I've seen you grow in that aspect, and I think that's an important thing because, you know, some people who have a lot of the negative stuff to say, they are looking back on older content before you got to know the family, before you were friends with Amy.
Yeah.
When you know, and I've seen you grow in that aspect, so I will give you that. Absolutely.
Amy's a really sweet woman. So is her mom. I've gotten to know Deanna. They're like two of the kindest, most loving women I've ever met. They are the Christians. They don't care that I'm an atheist. We don't argue about anything. They're conservative. Well, Amy's not super conservative. Amy's like pretty socially liberal. But they're just kind people. But they're dealing with a lot of really tough stuff, and they've been lied to for a very long time.
So I kind of missed half of that because I Googled Jeremiah Duggar, and all that's going through my head when his picture popped up was half your age plus 7. And so I can't even say whether he's hot or not because I feel like he is, you know what I'm saying? Half your age plus 7. Okay. Bugsby says, this is why I haven't watched Kay's live. They're all feeding KJ's delusion instead of calling out her lies. She does hate the Duggars. Oh, I feel like there's a real difference between creating a safe and open space where everyone feels comfortable talking and buttering someone up when there's a possible allegedly victim of Katie's in the room. I mean, it's maybe Nat shouldn't be a part of this. Maybe this many people shouldn't be discussed. I don't know. I feel so uneasy with this. Might just be me. I should go get a hoodie. I should uncross my legs. What if I can't walk now because, oh my God, my legs have been double twisted this whole time? Oh no, so I did get up, didn't I? Can we have a break? Should we finish it off? We should. But I might have to. By narc alert, I might have. You could link it below. I don't know. Or I wanted to finish this, but does it go on forever? Should I stop? Should I take a break? What day is it? What's the time? Oh yeah. Hang on, what is the day? Oh yeah. Oh, it's Thursday. Damn it, I thought it was Friday. Okay. No, and yeah, that's what I was thinking, Atticus. Atticus says, in Kay's defense, she said she would do a few things differently. Yeah. I kind of get what they're kind of do, but I don't like feeding her ego, especially just with Nat in the room. I don't know. Maybe I've got to take my heart out of the situation. It gets me. Yeah, well, I feel like I've had potty legs, Beatrice, for the past hour or last time I sat down. It's just too cold in this corner. I'm going to get a jumper and I'm going to go potty. Let's do a timeout. I've got my pit stop music and I'll be back. You guys should take advantage of this too. Stretch the legs. Yeah, stretch your legs. I'll see you soon.
Oh, 1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper. Sycamore tree, dream a little dream Night breezes seem to whisper. Dream a little dream
Oh, am I back? Did that just stop before the 4 minutes? Probably, right? Lucky I was sitting here anyway. Okay. Hang on, is my mic turned on? What's going on here? It's so quiet. Bye, Atticus. Thanks for coming. It's good to see you. Oh, there's lots of love hearts. Oh, 10 a.m. Have a good day. I hope it's sunny because it's really cold here. And I'm not complaining. I'm just relaying. Oh, who else? Oh, me more. Are you on the out too? on the way out? Hope everyone has a good day, and I hope that it's summer. Hi, Rose. Oh, what? Battery is running low? Why? Oh my God, I plugged in the wrong cord. Hang on. I plugged in the wrong cord. Oh my God. Okay, and then you can't unplug that one. Shit, story of my fucking life, and I know. I hope the mic is on and you all heard me do some plugging in and some switching. And some pulling of the chair. Oh, I didn't get a hoodie. Okay, it's fine. Okay, should we just press play? I mean, we'll continue for as long as we can, and then that's it. If we,
long time. And so you just have to like, it's hard once you get to know the family and you know the dynamics and you know how abusive the family dynamics are, to be silent.
Right. So, Nat, are you still there?
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Yep.
Okay, very good. I just want to make sure you're all right still.
Waxy's what they come on the panel for a minute.
So Shen says I blocked her, but I blocked her because I get really tired of, there's been a lot of people coming into my DMs telling me how I'm supposed to be acting and how I'm supposed to respond to things, and acting like because I'm sharing things, I'm unhinged or I'm making people think I'm crazy, and people don't believe the FBI is involved. And I don't have time for this drama kind of.
seems like you've got so much time. You've wasted so much time. Let's just go back to 135 tweets on Sunday night. Oh, Sunday. On a Sunday. You wasted time dealing with this, sharing shit online, feeding into this even more. Because of you, really, you're the only one making it worse, adding and adding and adding and digging. Where are you now? You dug so far. But yeah, when you could have been spending that time with your son. You'll never get that time back. He's grown older now. You know, with each day, you're going to miss stuff, and you're choosing this, Katie. This is what you are choosing. That's sad.
Stuff, you know.
Let me ask you this, Katie, because I think a lot of people,
Yeah.
and you obviously, you don't have to answer me, but I think a lot of people are just, with all the stuff that's been said, now that we've had, and I know you haven't watched everything, I saw the chat, I know you'll go back and watch. I'm going to have to go back and watch because I don't even know I caught everything. But now that we've had this conversation, I think the biggest thing is people are wondering if, now that we kind of more concretely, and you of all people, other than those directly involved, know who has done what, if we can kind of relax a little bit and not feel like I think people kind of feel like there's a little bit of a witch hunt. I'm not saying you're conducting a witch hunt, okay?
Well, there's a lot thing is this.
Well, there's a lot of people throwing out names to you. I've seen it.
Oh yeah, constantly.
Because she's hurt. Because she's been attacked for 2 years by the same people.
Right.
Because people are going real low. Because people are telling other things lies. I believe lies about it for the whole year.
Shannon,
of course she's like, she can't trust anybody.
No, and I don't trust someone like Shen, because Shen was one of the biggest detractors, one of the most hateful trolls. And while she was being nice, I could still tell that she's in the weeds with a lot of people that are doing bad things and defending them. And all I'm trying to say to anyone is that if you're dedicating your life and your time to hating.
But Katie, you're unable to like rationally judge other people's character because you're just so paranoid. You think everyone is trying to manipulate you. So what you've got to say about, oh, this person's this and they're just doing that. No, this is what you've said in your head.
On one person and all of your friends and your relationships are stemming from that, the lines get blurred and it's very easy to cross boundaries that are just totally inappropriate. And there's no checkpoint. And I know that she was friends with Steve. I know that she says she hates him now, but I saw her in streams forever ago, constantly egging him on. So it's very hard for me to consistently listen to her, act holier than thou when I know she's done things. So,
Right.
I get to have an opinion.
You've done so much shit too. And then change. What about your little Britney Spears hate wagon? And then, oh no, I changed my mind in October. So other people aren't able to change their mind on someone that maybe they first supported. You are such a hypocrite. Everything that comes out of your mouth contradicts the thing that you just said a minute ago. And you never listen back to anything. So you're never aware of what you've done because you just follow. Well, you don't follow anything. You just vomit shit out of your mouth. You don't fucking think.
Opinion, and I don't have to have someone that's been rude to me for years tell me how to do things.
Well, I know Shen.
Yeah.
And I'm not speaking for her, but I can tell you this. You're right. You're not wrong. But I think that with Shen, when children are brought into it, that hits her heart. And I think that she was feeling compassion for you because she more than anything knows that a child, I'm trying to be really fair here and not insult you. I don't want to say anything specific because I don't think that's right. But I think when a child's brought into it, that's when it's 100% wrong. And obviously that situation has happened to your family.
Well, but the thing is that this was happening in the first CPS. The first CPS was in November. So
Okay, I looked away for a minute and now there's more people. Now Waxy's joined. I haven't missed anything. Have I? Probably. Is Nat trying to talk right now? She's like a little mouse. I know that, who said up here that Nat wasn't, you can't trust Nat. On this one. That she was a liar weeks ago, but now she's trustworthy. Do you mean as in like Katie trusting Nat? In my opinion, someone has gone to the trouble to make multiple accounts that are fake from the people that are in the community. And they're messing with Nat to try and make her change or say that everything was a lie. I reckon they got to her. They've manipulated her. At the beginning of this, Katie was like, she's really easy to manipulate. That's what she said. And she said she's just willing to offer any information to anyone. She's so trusting. Katie's also said, about her own son who has autism. and other disabilities and stuff, that he's vulnerable and he's easy to manipulate, and he could be manipulated into doing certain things. Most of her audience have some relation to some like special needs, some disability. It's concerning, it's scary. Because people always ask, like, why do these people not see? Like the people that follow Katie, why do they not see? Like they're just blindly following her. They don't care about all the stuff that she's done. I think that's why. They're so eager for a friend as well, someone to listen to them. Just reading chat. Bugsby says, yes, Bill, weeks ago, KJ was terrified of Nat and begging her to leave her alone. Now KJ is saying that Nat is a victim and telling the truth. Because Katie's got to her. Katie's got to her and was able to get her to change, like tell her that, oh, maybe your alters, you know, got involved in all this, and convinced her that all the people that were the hackers and the names and stuff were her alters. She basically mind-fucked her, got her to on board with what she wants everyone to believe. I can't believe that Nat just shared all her information with Katie. Why? Let the lawyers take care of it. I know. And even Little Miss Noble was shocked at that. You know, why did you do this? Because they got to it. This is just my opinion. Like everyone, we all have our own opinion, right? Our own little theories. I'm not here to say anyone is right and anyone is wrong. I haven't really spoken on it. Totally Clueless says, apparently Nat said that Erin and Tina were involved, but as soon as KJ came in, they changed. But I feel like Katie would have said, and then you, like, this person jumped on board and this person, like Katie would have brought these names up. I don't think, in my opinion, that Nat even knew that she had been talking to Steve McRae or whatever, the fake account, in my opinion, until Katie brought his name up. She didn't come up with that name on her own. There's someone who wants you to believe a certain, you know, there is some truth. There is some truth to someone outside this community that is playing with someone. It's someone Katie's met that she has opened the door to trustingly. But now they're playing with not just her, like the whole community. Totally Clueless says, at the end of the day, my opinion is that Nat managed to involve herself in the court case originally. And then instead of disappearing, she came up with the stuff to be on KJ's side. I feel like, I just feel like Katie got into her mind. Look at you guys. I'm too slow. I'm snail speeding. Will says, I think there's enough crumbs that it could be fashioned into the storyline that fits KJ's beliefs. Trying so hard for this to be the right, you know, she knows. You guys don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Really? There's so much going on the surface. I wish, like, you know, is how much more shit would there be? Not much. There's no order to it either. It's sporadic. One day it's this, the next day it's changed. Like there's more people, and now I've come across more names and they are the leader. Oh, I might not have had it right before, but now this person is definitely the leader. Oh, it's just like watching. Just reminds me of girl bullies at school, you know, getting everyone to gang up on one side. And sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm trying to read. Okay, should we just press play? We should go back. Oh no, we shouldn't. We should just continue and press play.
Why weren't people compassionate then?
I don't know that everyone believed it, to be 100% honest with you, Katie.
That's the problem.
Because that's the thing, as much confusion as you have had, we've had even more, because we don't know at all what's going on. And because this climate of hate, Katie, has been culminated.
Yeah, it's hard. I can't even.
We didn't know what to believe. And
Right.
I'm not saying like that you're guiltless, because I don't think anybody is.
No, that's the thing, is like people say you're blaming everything on this. No, I'm not. But like, I'm not guilty of half the shit that I'm accused of. And they know that. Like the people that have cultivated this narrative know that. Like,
But they're not telling everybody else that. And that's what I'm saying.
right. Like
They're letting everybody believe everything that they want to.
correct,
And because people aren't critical thinking, they're thinking with their emotions.
correct.
They're like, oh, this, that, and the other. And they're just spinning out of control. So as much as you want people to have compassion for you, and I see that tide changing, I'm just asking you to have a little compassion down that. And I know that's hard. Trust me, I do. Have a little compassion for us, because I don't want this for you. You've got enough hate just because of what you cover. Let's bring it together, because these people who have done this, they're preying on a whole huge group of people who we could all be unified and be like, heck no, that's not true. No way.
Here's the thing, is a lot of the people that are part of this were former subscribers of mine, fans, whatever, members, whoever. And for whatever reason, this is what they do. So they prey on people. So they see someone get upset with me, and then they immediately start spamming that.
Oh, guys, I'm so just the same thing. It's so crazy to me that we could be on any subject and she could still be talking about this. I feel every time she brings up everything. Oh, Fender. That's good. You can catch the replay. Thank you for being here, sticking around, having a knot in the chat. Good chin wags. Oh, Alex Jones. Bill says it reminds me of Alex Jones or QAnon. They take one event as it proves their conspiracy. Sometimes a thing is just a thing, not a piece. But the thing, QAnon, fucking shits me when it's actually true. And then they say, oh, it's just a QAnon conspiracy. Yeah, that's great. Because in order for it to be real, so many powerful people would be called out. Even the stuff that happened in Hollywood. I only gave you trinkets, little tiny, we'll just give you 3 or 4 people. And that will make you happy. No. I won't say anything else. But you guys should look up Isaac Cappy. Oh, I just said, like, when you say his name without, because I'm used to writing it, but when you say his name out loud, it's like, sounds like he's happy. Isaac Happy. but it's Isaac, and then Cappy with K, APPY. And I don't know if his channel still exists, but other people have uploaded his videos because they kept taking him off. Like he kept losing his channel. But yeah, okay. Let's carry on back to this.
Person. They have ruined every one of my collaborations. They have literally destroyed any time that I've tried to work with another creator. They ruin it. They spam, they harass, that's what they did to Sherelle. That's what they did to Preacher Boy. They did it to Leslie. Like they've continued to do this for years. And
do you even know who you're talking to? No one is going to swallow that fucking lie. There's people that have come out in their own voices, Katie, and said, this is why I don't like Katie Joy. Yeah. And it's not because anyone got to them. It's because they did their own research. I mean, all you've got to do is Google your name and boom. It's your own videos, your own voice, your own words, Katie. No one is saying anything or making people believe a certain thing. No, they're just pressing play on videos of your own videos. And they learn who you are. You don't have great, welcoming, kind, lovely, hugs and sunshine energy. No, you can watch a video of you and figure out what kind of person you are from the energy and shit that you project. It's fucking disgusting that you can't even own up to it, man, or change who you are. Start being a better person. When are we going to get off this carousel from hell? When?
And with the Tati thing, they just got their teeth in and they just went for it. And Kim Fulmer got involved and she filed that bogus declaration. Lori got involved. Natalie, I didn't even know who Natalie was before this. So that was like this whole thing that came out of left field. And then you have all of these other people, like nobody believed me that Creepshow Art was like in the weeds with them, but she was, and she was being fed all of this stuff. And then once Creepshow put her video out with all of those bogus lies about how I'd done all these terrible things, which were not true, then it just spread like wildfire and it got way worse.
All right, should we skip ahead? I'm going to skip ahead. I mean, I feel like, what the fuck, man? I'm just sick of the same story that she's been telling for 2 years. And you can insert, what's that, like Taylor Swift song? Blank Space. Oh, I love it. Katie would have a field day. She would need to use a pencil and an eraser because that blank space would change every day. You just gotta erase it with a few glasses of wine. Yes, Creepshow used her own material. Why can't she see it? Why? Oh my God, Mimo, am I making sense? Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm making sense. We get each other. When I say make sense of it, you are like, I'm already there. I've already made sense of it. Thanks, Mimo. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead, not far, but let's hope the universe doesn't let me go to a shit part. Come on, universe, give me a good spot to land on.
True ball of wax.
True ball of wax. Yeah.
Really
I get it. I think a lot of people get it. It's just been hard. You had no idea, I'm sure, that this group would do this other stuff that has, yeah. But I'm that's all I really wanted to say. I wanted to confirm that from my perspective, what has been happening to me it is this lineage, and I wanted to tell Nat.
Oh, someone in the chat wanted to know who else that was involved in this. Dottie, Morgan, and Little Red was. I don't know if she's still involved in it now. Little Red was heavily involved in it for a very long time.
Katie, could that be like when they were like really good friends, and could you say maybe at least 8 months, maybe a year she's been out of that, or would you say that's not true?
With Red?
Yeah.
I don't know where Red's at. Red is.
She was here in the chat.
She's done some pretty nasty things to me.
Oh, I understand, but I
don't know, because I
thinking it's older stuff and it's not this
I don't know,
group.
I put out my rape investigation, and that was like in December.
Right. Yeah. With Aaron. Yeah, that's true.
So
Okay, but like, can't people? I have an issue with grouping everyone together. Like, that's my issue. I need to skip ahead more. I heard Waxy. Oh, how long have I been muted for? Probably a while, right? Thank you, Rose. Cactus, high five, I guess. Thanks, guys. I got it. How long do you reckon I was out for? Jesus. I don't even want to know. I don't want to think about it. Oh, shit. Well, and I can't even. Okay, I'm just going to press play, I guess. Yeah, I just stopped. I needed to hear Waxy, but. Oh.
I don't know. She's doxed me multiple times. She put out my phone number.
We're asking who's involved with the Nat stuff, not in a general sense.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's I'm saying she's not.
In this current thing, I would say, I mean, it's, if you look at how hard these people are that are defending it still.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cheshire for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Steve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tina. Kim.
Yep.
Okay, but Nat said Aaron EKC was not involved.
Well, she might not.
That's not how she worded it, Kay. You need to. She didn't say
I
not
didn't say that.
involved.
Y'all, everybody's splitting hairs. I can't stand that. Just say it. Don't.
Well, I can now, but I couldn't before because it wasn't my place.
You don't understand the threats that Nat has received. You guys can get what the terror of these emails that we get constantly. And like today, for instance, I put that thing out on Twitter and I didn't say the name, right? I get an email that says, "Why are you believing Nat now? She's lying." And Nat gets an email from them that says, "Shut your mouth or we'll shoot and kill salts and kill you.
Oh,
And what did Katie, when you got yours, did you automatically go to Nat and ask if she got hers to follow up on your narrative? ET fingers in quote narrative. I'm just asking because then did you make Nat, well, Nat didn't have to send it because you'd already made it up, right? You'd already included Nat got the threat. Even though you make her send anything. Or you sent it and she sent it to you. Whichever way, you know, you give me $5, they give me $5, then I give you $10. Same thing. Or am I just seeing it not the right way? Which I could be as well. My way of seeing the world is always been whack. But I usually, yeah. Okay. I just feel like they should have muted themselves when they weren't talking. I can't hear a lot of it. Is that Carly as in like from Twitter? Okay. We're going back in. Should I just press play? I don't know. I might skip it.
Wow. That's
So,
horrible.
you know, like they're trying to threaten her to not talk, but then they're also like telling me that it's a lie. And that's how they've existed for so long.
That is just sickening.
And then when she realized that like he was being rude to her and vile in messages because he's an abuse, I mean, in my opinion, he's an abusive, hateful, vindictive. He is one of the most vile, dangerous people I've ever been around.
But I disagree. She's talking about Steve, right? I don't think he is that. But in order for Nat to believe that, someone would have to pretend to be Steve and be vile. And Nat did say, speaking to Steve in the DMs, that he was disgusting and I don't know what else, but made him out to be. What the hell is going on here? This is just like fucked. This is a mind fuck. I feel like I've climbed down from my tree house, you know, because I live with the Ewoks in my dreams and stuff. And, you know, walk down the hill and I'm part of the village now and I'm walking around to each little like hut, like what's going on in this hut, but it'd be like chat. And I'm just like, oh my God, I need to go back up to my cave. What is that? That's like something. Actually, that's thus spoke Zarathustra. Anyway, what am I talking about? Yeah, so is the hermit feeling overwhelmed in the crowded room? Maybe a little bit. There's so many people. Okay. But you can kind of see, like, she's the voice here. She even speaks for Nat. Nat sent me this and blah, blah. But can't Nat say that? She's there in the chat. That's what I mean. She can't. I feel like she doesn't have a voice when Katie's in the room.
And the only thing he's doing this to me because I refused to apologize to him for things that he said to me.
That's just crazy. That's just the lengths these people have gone to is horrendous. It's just horrendous. I can't even think of a word bad enough to describe it.
He told me in September of 2019, if you do not apologize to me and publicly retract that I sexually harassed you, which is never really like, I don't even think I actually said sexually harassed. It was just that he spoke about his.
Yes, you did.
Did I say? I I don't even remember. We were on a stream and I was not friends with him. I was not ever friends with him. I was friends with his person, the co-host that he shared the channel with. I never did streams with him. And he suddenly wanted to be there, like Johnny on the spot for something. And I was really uncomfortable. And Kyle stepped away for like 2 seconds. And then all of a sudden he starts talking to a member. And
there was someone else in the stream. He was talking to someone else, and you know, you overheard him talking about his member. How dare someone talk about that around me? You know, I'm a Karen. Karen. Fuck. And then she's like, I can't even. Sorry, I just choked on my chewy. I can't even remember. That's how, you know, someone can just willy-nilly use SH, throw that at someone, but she can't remember. Oh, you're a fucking piece of work, Katie.
his performance. And I'm like so grossed out.
I know people in the chat are getting mad, but it really wasn't to discuss those things. They were wanting to call Katie out on everything she's done, and that's really not what this was supposed to be about.
We're getting off track big time.
Yeah, it's just going to get way off track if we. This is why I was hoping we could have conversations about it without the hostility and going after each other. Because how do you ever get it to end if we don't all speak out against it? Because it's not right, no matter who it's toward. You don't have to like Katie to know that this is all wrong.
I think that's why I came on, because everybody knows that I'm not a Katie fan. But in this instance, that's why I talked to Uni yesterday, because I mean, that's not why, but it's part of why. And it's been wrong. If it's wrong to Charlotte, it's wrong to Katie. If it's wrong to Waxy, it's wrong just down the line here.
And they don't care who they do it to. You know, it's like they have no morals, ethics, or guidelines. They don't care. This is what they've been doing for years.
You've got to keep asking yourself, if Katie had been getting these serious death threats, would she still be talking? Would she be sharing all this information every single day, pointing fingers at everyone? If she was getting death threats, if her child was getting graphic death threats, no rational person would be doing this. This is what makes me doubt her. I feel like she's bullshitting everyone, and you're all fucking falling for it. She's a queen manipulator. She pretends to be threatened. Like, she pretends to get these death threats. No one on Katie's side was attacked in the lawsuit. Everyone on the other side was threatened. And then Katie came out afterwards and said she was threatened. It wasn't at the same time that she came out. She eventually got called out for not calling these people out for what they're doing, because they kept saying, we are doing this for Katie. We won't stand down. And she was laughing about that. She didn't take it serious, but all of a sudden it's serious when she says it's happening to her. Her whole voice, like, you can hear the difference in Waxy's voice, her tone, compared to Katie, who is living for this moment. She's loving it. She's able to be on this pedestal and tell the world this is what's going on. And it's like fucking bullshit. Listen to the difference in the tones. If you haven't, obviously, it's sad. I feel for Waxy.
Stolen channels from people. They have caused so much irreparable harm. There are so many victims of this group of people. I'm just one of the latest, and I happen to get a following that grew fast. And another reason they do this is because they want to scrub subscribers. They want to get super chats. They want to start their GoFundMe's, and they want to rip people off, in my opinion.
When did money even come into it? What is she talking about? Making up more shit. Kind of sounds like what she used to say, you know, everyone's using my name to make a channel. I thanked you, Katie, when I made it to 1K. I said, thanks very much. It was a great ride up the river. I held on to that leaf, you know. That's what leaves are good for. Also, you know what leaves are good for as well? Yeah, when you don't have TP.
Rock has done a really good job of breaking it all down.
He was here, but I think he left. I don't know if he's still here or not. You guys, I'm trying to do slow mode. I can't find it. It's driving me crazy.
Can I just say something now?
Yes.
The Erin, I spoke to Erin, like I spoke to Tina, and I know that Tina gives, like, I don't want to say orders, but like directions to people. But I was just told it was because she was the OG and everyone trusts her opinion. But with Erin, I generally saw her as like a friend. Like, she's never told me to do anything whatsoever. So I don't know if she's involved or not.
Exactly. You said that you said that correctly earlier, and people misunderstood.
I don't want innocent people to be like guided in from what I see. I don't know what they do personally. I don't know her and like Tina's Racken's conversations. That's nothing to do with me. I can only tell you how they've interacted with me.
Right. Yep, that matches. That absolutely matches.
Oh, Kim Fulmer's here, one of the cult members, starting crap in the chat.
Wonderful.
She has said Kim has been so many different people. She's calling out different accounts and saying they're this person, that person. She has no fucking idea. And if one is right, woo, but doesn't mean every single other one is right. I don't know why she even thinks continuing to refer to people with someone's real actual name, just throwing it around. Should I skip ahead? I don't know. Should we end this and come back on the weekend? Does she continue until the end? Why get on a stream and repeat the exact same shit that is in that stalker video of yours? That video, I've got a stalker too. Please share it. They reported my husband to CPS. Can you believe it? I would fucking believe it because of all the shit you fucking shared. All you have to do is put, you know, easy maths, 1 + 1 = 2. I'm surprised there hasn't been more reports made. because you don't know who your audience is, Katie. Not everyone is going to take what you share in the way that you want it to be. There's a lot of crazies out there too. Cacti cult. Or when she says cultivate, is that what cult is short for? I don't know. Does it have something to do with gardening? That's not cultivate, is it? Something else. Cacti cult. I mean, it does go so well. I'm actually thinking about messaging Zag and making me a cactus cult quilt. Would she do it? I don't know. Oh, me more. So much easier to tell the truth. You don't have to worry and remember what lie you told. I sleep good at night. Just wake up early. But you wake, yes, at least you wake up with a clear mind and a clear conscience. And I mean, her whole life is just intertwined or made up with lies, but she's lying to herself the most. I mean, she believes her own bullshit. And you've got to feel sorry a little bit for someone who's really stunting their own life. I can't even put words together. Yeah, I think we should end it here. Should we end it here? Yeah, we'll come back to it. We'll have something great to look forward to. My God, does she continue for the whole thing? I just feel so sorry for Nat really in this chat, because I just keep looking like she's unable to voice or talk for herself. We've all come across these people, you know, that really just aren't a dominant or don't have confidence. Well, Katie doesn't either, but she's just... Yeah. I keep looking at the screen. You do need to mow. Oh my gosh, teaser. Okay, guys, let's end it. Should we just let's flood the chat with cactus. Let's bring our mind, cleanse it with some green cactus tea. Does that exist? It should. I still haven't bought a cactus. It's hard. There's so much choice, and there's so like, maybe it's not cactus season either, because the ones I saw, I was like, it kind of looks like stuff you'd put on the roadside, birch, dump, rubbish stuff. Yay, cacti! Thanks for showing up. Let's get one more comment in, and I'll bring back my face because it's beautiful. And have you missed? I feel like, oh my God, thank God we're back home. Where did we go? What happened? Oh, I meant to click on this one. Just get this in quick. Totally Clueless says, the problem for KJ with all this stuff is that she can't present an actual irrefutable proof or people get arrested. I think she will be finished. When you lie to yourself every day, how do you even know what the truth is? But good point, Totally Clueless. Thanks, guys, for showing up. I feel bad I kind of ignored the chat there for a minute, but I felt if we didn't soldier on, you know, we just end up down some side street. We have not been in a side street in a while. Oh, better take one of those soon. But yes, we will. This is part one. We'll just have to do part two. And yes, thanks, guys, for coming. Oh, I love all this cactus. It's so beautiful. Green, green, green. And me more. I can't wait to, you know, put your mowing video up, or just have a little gander. Oh, you just make me jealous. See you guys. Let me get some music to take us out. I'm waving. Actually, I'm doing cactus high five and I'm shaking it. Thanks, guys. See ya.